All right, we should be
All
good.
right, are we all here?
Are we rolling? Freaking dingus.
Yeah,
Damn, if only the people heard that stuff we had to delete.
the gold we had.
Oh,
You're my number one customer.
And Jingle All the Way, man. What a great Christmas movie.
how do people not like it? It's got Sinbad, Arnold, Phil Hartman.
And the reindeer?
Yeah. Often gets looked over.
The reindeer. Yeah, he made the reindeer drink beer.
Yeah.
Classic.
Ooh, cool reindeer.
They wouldn't let you do that nowadays.
No.
You couldn't make that type of movie
That movie
nowadays.
couldn't be made right
Feeding
now.
reindeer beer and
No.
punching a reindeer in the face.
He chased a little girl around a little playground, too.
Peter would be all over that.
Yeah. Well, he stuck it to the cops. Remember that cop was always on his butt?
Yeah.
And he blew him up and he said, I got a bomb.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
it was kind of like Terminator 2 inspired, right?
Right. Yeah, that cop did wear the motorcycle and it was an homage.
It was, yeah.
I hated that cop. That cop radicalized me.
Welcome to the Portugal Corner of the podcast where we talk about all things Portuguese soccer, the good, the bad, and the funnies. Episode 136. I am in.
Patrick.
Justin.
Christopher.
Hey, what's up, boys?
Hello.
What are you guys giving up for Lent? Because we're all super religious here. I don't know if we ever really got into that.
I got to think about what I haven't used since what, Wednesday?
Oh, because you're starting late, so it's just like whatever you haven't done since Wednesday.
Oh,
What can
shit.
I tick off that I haven't been touching already?
Right.
Heroin. I gave up heroin.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
I'm doing black tar heroin.
Right now?
We're laughing, but I decided after Mardi Gras happened and to give up drinking for Lent. Now, people are going to say, Justin, you have a glass of port in front of you right now. You're going to drink it. Yeah, and I had
No one's saying that.
Yeah, and I had a shot yesterday after the shift because it was a pretty tough one with the crew because that's builds camaraderie. But I gave up drinking.
I think you gave up binge drinking.
I gave up getting drunk. Yeah.
Okay.
So-
Okay. Yeah, there's a difference.
There
you
is
know,
a difference.
But
You
it helps.
Slow down.
Yeah, and also it helps me if I just like don't have it at all because I have one sip of this brother and one here. Next thing you got,
Oh yeah,
next
you
thing
can't
know,
stop the monster.
Next thing you know, you're calling your drink dealer to get you more drinks late at night. So let's all have a toast to
Right.
giving up alcohol for Lent.
Cheers
Oh,
to
and,
Lent.
and I will be binge drinking on St. Patrick's Day. Don't worry, everyone. I already talked to God about it. He said it's cool. It's a Catholic holiday. It's all kosher.
above board.
Yeah, it's all kosher.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, and God ran it by St. Patrick. He said it's cool. We allow that.
Yeah.
You get a
And-
pass that day.
Yeah, it's all Catholic stuff. Most Catholics, the best thing to be is not strict about it. I should be preaching. You know what?
Yeah.
Got that part.
I mean, monks drink or brew beer in Belgium. The monks
That's
all
right.
make beer. They're all wackadoo drunks.
Belgian monks.
Yeah, make good beer.
Well, the Belgian
Never heard
monks
of
that make beer, they have to give up Belgian chocolate for Lent usually.
Yeah.
yeah. Then because they're hooked on that chocolate.
they got a lot of problems over there.
Belgian monks? Nice.
Yeah, I never see them. They do the thing where they shave their head at the top, but they got it growing on the sides. They look really stupid.
Doesn't every monk do that?
Yeah, probably.
Oh no! During the big IPA boom, I remember my one brewmaster friend. He would always tell us about the Belgian monks and the beer they would brew. And it's like they only keep it in the casks for themselves, and they release it in small amounts. And you're like, okay, great. Give me the fucking
then
beer.
they fast for 40 days, but they drink their beer.
yeah.
That sounds
It's like
awesome.
32% beer.
They're
Yeah.
getting extra drunk.
Eating is cheating, right?
Yep.
Well, is there like a documentary on these Belgian monks? I would like to watch something. I'll check YouTube later.
Yeah, look out for that. I don't know where to find that. Sporting released some new jerseys today. It's a big release 2 or 3 days in advance. They said MIB, Men in Black, is coming back.
Wow.
And they hyped this all up. And then their jersey was literally a black T-shirt with Sporting and Betano.
It's all black.
Yeah.
It's clean, but it's just way too simple. Like they just slapped on the badge
Yeah.
on a black T-shirt.
It's a black Nike training kit with the sponsor and the logo on it.
Yeah.
Tint the-
Adidas made this yesterday.
Yeah, tint the collar, tint
Or
the
Nike.
sleeves, do something.
I'm gonna be controversial. I like it. If I was a Sporting fan, I'd be like, "Hey, nice new black jersey, all black,
I'll tell you.
clean."
I'll tell you what. Yeah.
You like simple, yeah.
These are-
You're a simpleton, I think.
But then the past black jerseys they've done have always had like something special about it.
Yeah, they got the neon
black shirt.
green.
I gotta say, looking at all the past jerseys, I like the newest one the best.
Damn. Okay.
I think it's clean, and they came out and they wore it on the day. They wore it today, right?
Yeah, they
On
did.
Men in Black Day, yeah.
But first of all, that giant Nike shirt terrorized the city
Yeah.
of Lisbon.
Floated around everywhere.
That was scary for a bit. I was worried. I was worried for the city.
What would you do in that situation? If a giant T-shirt was stomping around your city.
I don't know. I think I would.
It wasn't even stomping. It was just
No, it was
floating.
moving like almost it had legs.
Yeah. It had invisible legs. The wind played no factor.
It was actually kind of scary. Like I get shivers just thinking about it.
I think I'd have to I don't know. I'd call my friends and family. I think.
I see this giant jersey.
Guess I'd start running.
Yeah, and like we made a joke. Perfect size jersey for Iran-Kosh. That
Yep.
was probably. Is he still terrorizing Lisbon? Or
I
the
use more of a
outskirts
friendly
the burbs?
giant. I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But get that
Just
shirt on him.
dancing. Yeah, you could wear it.
Or he's
Or
the only one
he
who
could fight it like Godzilla.
He's the only one who could take it down.
That should have been their campaign. That would have been hilarious.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. You got to contact Iran Koshta's people.
Iran Caution might be like a Benfica fan
That's
or something.
true. Who knows who he is?
Yeah, it does have a Benfica song.
He doesn't want to give the rights up that easily.
Yeah.
You know how it is with the money.
With the money.
It all comes down to money.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know about these jersey companies just slapping the same jersey for everything. I saw something today and it was like Vancouver Whitecaps have a jersey coming out. It's literally just a complete copy of like Argentina's away jersey. It's like, what are we doing here?
What are we doing here? It's a good question because
Hey,
there's only so many different shirt combinations. And I
No,
feel like
the
all the best
combinations
ones
are
already.
infinite.
The combinations are infinite.
Yeah, it's like music.
But the good combinations.
No, but they're just copying, pasting old.
Hey, you know
things.
what? But that's the thing. When the Wolves made a third kit and it was like a Portugal jersey, we were all so amped, right? So like
Yep.
Argentinian people that are also Whitecaps fans, they're probably.
That does not overlap.
I'm just saying, there's a little niche that exists out there, and those people are gonna fucking love it.
True.
All right, we'll see. We'll see if we hear from them. Champions League is back, guys. It is back. Bernardo scores for City. They beat Copenhagen 3-1.
Little magician.
Yep, little chippy ball in there. The little lightning jerseys they got.
I was hoping Diogo Gonçalves would terrorize them.
Yeah, it would have been nice.
Very tough job, though.
I want Man City to go so far in Champions League and lose at the last second.
Yeah, well, they won it last year. You don't want to repeat.
No, I don't.
Could happen.
I don't want them to come back and win the league either. I want them to crash and burn everywhere.
Bayern upset by Lazio as shouts continue for Thomas Tuchel to be sacked. Rumors that Mourinho is learning German. Did you hear about this?
Ooh, no.
You want that to happen?
Honestly, I didn't know Mourinho had it in him. He already knows Spanish, Italian, Portuguese, English. To take on another language. Interesting.
How do you think he learns?
He probably just learns the swear words.
Well, that's how everyone starts.
Yeah, that's the groundwork, yeah.
Yeah.
English to German, I heard not that hard, though. Very kind of similar.
I heard that as well.
Well, let's ask Harry Kane. He's right here.
Let's ask Harry Kane. It's actually pretty tough. I'm having difficulties with it, adapting to the language and the culture and the food.
How are you and Eric Dyer getting
You like
along?
schnitzel?
The schnitzels, I'm having me bit of a schnitzel moment right now. I'm in me schnitzel era. I'm also in me
Pretzel era.
me pretzel era. Oh,
Sauerkraut.
lots of points down there. A German
they got
beer
it's a big one.
is a big German beer in the boot.
And it's strong. It's strong.
It is. So you guys are 8 points back of Leverkusen. Do you think you can?
It's right where I
still
want
win
to
this?
be. It's right where I want to be.
You like being behind?
I'm always in the second, third, fourth place, and hopefully
You'd rather drop down further, actually.
It's when we most comfortable, yeah.
He's making me most comfortable.
It's tough being number one, eh?
Yeah.
But I mean, great for Lazio. 1-0 win in the Champions League. That's great. See an Italian team that hasn't gone that far make some progress. It's nice. Benfica refused to lose as they beat the French 2-1 with a brace of penalties. 2 goals, both Di Maria from the spot.
Di Maria, yeah.
He's
Evan,
taking over João.
Can I just give you a absolute round of applause for that headline? That is amazing.
That was pretty easy.
Refused to lose?
Refuse to lose. I wouldn't have thought of that.
That is
I think
beautiful.
it's grammatically correct also.
It's so much deeper than you even know.
But yeah, this team that no one thought about, and then come the day, it took till extra time. Penalty kick.
Benfica's playing at home. I think they just thought they'd go in there and slap them around a bit, but it turned out to be a lot harder.
Yeah.
It's crazy they struggle against this shitty league team that
Uber
we think
Eats
we can
team.
just run over. We got the 2 penalties. We earned them. Like we had some good chances attacking.
Yeah. I think the only people who were kind of like really unhappy are the fans. They weren't happy. There was a little child they interviewed outside after the game who I thought
Epa.
spoke very well. Epa. He was talking like
He had swagger, yeah.
Yeah.
You interviewed the apparently kid?
He was cooler than that. He was like a cool kid.
Yeah.
He was definitely the most popular kid in his class.
Oh yeah.
Gets all the chicks.
I don't know about that.
I mean, I can't really speak on that. I don't know how much that kid's fucking. I'd rather not think about it.
yeah, he's just kind of like he just kind of had Riz.
Oh.
Anyways,
yeah, he had
but
Riz.
what he said was like, he was like, Epa. The coach stands there with his hands in his pockets for 85 minutes, and then at the end, I don't know, thinking, and then he finally does something to change the team. But I kind of disagree just because, I think Schmidt always has a plan. I don't know. Schmidt's an interesting character that people are
He's
starting to turn on. But at the end, people are talking like, especially around the circles that I'm talking to, that like people are talking like we lost the game. We won 2-1. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't a great 2-1.
It doesn't look good though. It doesn't look positive. Like thinking ahead, like the next rounds the teams are gonna get. Like you keep playing like that, it's not gonna go well.
Yeah, but you can only face the team that's in front of you.
Yeah, that's what I think. Take it one game at a time, and our play will get better.
Yeah, and I think, hopefully he's learned from his mistakes. The only couple mistakes he definitely made was like that one really rainy game, not playing a striker. That didn't make any fucking sense. This game, continuing to play João Mario on the wing and also still relying on, he either wants like Arsenis on the left or right back situation or Morato, and no one wants either of them.
The goal actually that they scored was Auschnitz's fault.
Yeah.
His clearance was shit, and then it came back to him, and he wasn't covering the man. The guy was
Not
open.
perfect anymore. God damn.
Well, he's not. He's not a defender. He's not a great defender. You don't want him in the box when we need to make these like big defensive plays. That should have been Otamendi there or something.
They get that goal off that crappy goal, and luckily we're able to get a goal right at the end with Di Maria. Thankfully, Di Maria scores his penalty, and to me, we move, get
Yeah.
2-1.
I agree.
If it's a weak team, then that means if the team, now that they've seen them once, if we truly are the better team, we can go in there, at least tie. We win the game. We win the tie if we tie, right?
Yeah,
So,
we're in a good place with 2-1. Yeah.
It's a wake-up call. That's all.
Yeah, take it as that.
Sometimes you need that. And hey, man, we're all in it for the coefficient. That's what it is. Get these wins.
Not me. We're Benfica. We want to win the fucking Europa League.
Hey, get those
Yeah.
points. I don't care. Sporting, they make a mess of the young boys at Wankdorf. 3-1 win. Inacio gets on the scoreboard in Europe.
That was nasty.
So they
Ew.
wankdorfed some young boys?
And they made
Yeah.
they made a mess. Didn't you hear what he said?
Oh my god. This guy with the headlines.
The Lions are killing it. Nice, easy win for them. I guess coming in as the second place team in Europa, and they're playing the second place in Champions League. So nice.
Third.
Third, yeah.
Third place. Yes, third place. Oh, I forgot. But yeah, they're looking good. And then coming off their loss to Sporting, Braga leak another 4 goals against Quarabag in a 4-1 loss. We all thought this was done and dusted.
Oh,
Braga
on,
are
man.
walking through.
They dropped the core bag.
You're supposed to beat them, man. What the hell?
I don't understand.
You know what it is with a team like this is like, it's one of those shit leagues where this team has won the league 50 times in the last 48 years. So all they know is how to win.
Ah.
So it's tough.
Yeah, it's embarrassing, is what it is for Braga. You go lose the Carabag. I mean, and this is why we always want to send teams to the Conference League, and then they do that. It's like, man, bad.
Yeah.
You're better just not being in it.
Yeah.
Oh, we got to fight
But you know what?
for our right
Wake up call.
to wake up.
You think that's a wake up call? You think Braga's gonna turn that one around on them?
I would hope so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hopefully our toy jars gave him a lashing
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
locker room.
Okay.
It's like, if these fucking care bags, you did that.
But like they've let in 9 goals in 2 games. It's brutal. I guess 10 and 3 after the weekend.
I mean, you could say they're not mooshing. I think that's the main problem.
I'm moving right now.
We could say that, but we're not saying that because our fans don't like us when we say that.
Oh, okay.
So you could say they're mooshing, but we're not going to say they're mooshing.
We fold. One guy says he doesn't like it. We fold.
Thanks for listening to the podcast. Just a reminder, follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Subscribe wherever your podcasts. Back on YouTube if you do podcasts on there.
If you do YouTube,
If you do YouTube, you know what? I don't do YouTube. I'm not one of those YouTube people.
No?
No, I don't. I don't fuck with YouTube.
Oh.
What do you mean? Like never? You don't watch little video, little clips?
Highlights. That's it.
How are you supposed to see when Cat Williams said he doesn't have a special on Netflix or Tubi?
oh Doobie.
How are you supposed to see that if it wasn't on YouTube?
That's on the podcast app.
What about your wake up in the morning, you're getting ready to go to a wedding, and you don't know how to tie a tie? You got to go on YouTube how to tie a tie.
I've accepted I'm not going to learn how to tie a tie, and YouTube is not going to help me.
What about putting together IKEA furniture or something?
No, they have instructions. You follow those.
Oh, okay.
I do the papers.
What about that little lip sync kid? When I was in university, he had kind of a.
Yeah, tell us what was wrong with. Tell us what was wrong with him.
He was like an old man, but he looked small.
The chubby guy in the car?
And he would lip sync these videos. And one time, 50 Cent came out of his closet. Remember that?
Oh, yes, I do remember this.
He maybe had like a Hasbullah, but an American version.
Yes, he had American Hasbullah. That's exactly what happened. You never saw him?
Nope. Oh, okay. Not that I can think of. But anyways, we're on YouTube. If you're on YouTube also,
Looking at any of that other stuff.
yeah, hit that like button.
Somebody's
Follow-
listening to this, they click right away to something else. Little guy with 50 Cent.
Follow, subscribe, do all that.
That
good
sounds way
stuff.
better.
Don't go watch all these crazy other videos. Just stick on this one. But yeah, other than that, we're on Palma Radio. Check out Palma Radio on their website. And yeah, they got other Portuguese, English language podcasts and Portuguese music and Euro music. So check them out. And then finally, join our Patreon, some exclusive content. Been having a lot of fun with crazy voices there. So check that out. If you want to sponsor the show, another way, you do that through Patreon. Get at us and we can figure something out. It's like $3 a month. Yeah, 10 cents a day.
My girlfriend asked if it's like Cameo, where she can just like pay for us or for
Yeah, sure.
essentially me to
things?
tell everyone how much I love her and everything like that. And I said, I don't know. It depends if the price is right.
That's going to
but-
cost a lot of money.
Yeah, and that money comes to the business, Justin, not to you, okay?
Yeah,
So-
obviously.
Whatever she pays, we have to divide that 4 ways.
exactly, yeah.
Yeah, we take requests.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We do take requests.
Yeah.
It's like a Cameo situation as well.
Oh, we'll Cameo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone will pay for us on Cameo, but we'll go on Cameo.
We should just register on Cameo, see if anyone does. Anyways, subscribe, like the podcast, do the thing, share it. All right, moving on to the Portuguese League for the week.
Yep.
Adrian Silva, he's returned to Portugal for Rio Ave, no less. And he misses a penalty to
Damn.
save a point in the 90th minute for the Fishermen. They lose to Famalicão 2-1. Jander Cadiz nuts twice.
That's tough for
Yeah.
Adrian Silva. You're coming back. You're like, I'm the vet on this team now. This is my team. Rio Ave is going to be my team. I'm going to pull you guys out.
He's the new Contral. You know what's crazy? He looks older than Contral ever did.
Yeah, he looks old in that
He doesn't look
particular
that old.
picture.
Looks,
He looks a little grizzled.
Looks
Grizzled
handsome.
vet. I never say he doesn't look handsome. You can age and become more handsome.
He looks like he should be a coach. He looks closer to coach than player.
Yeah. I think that's the bridge we're walking there. But big win for Famalicão.
He was a big part of that Euro winning side. Every
Huge.
time
I think he started the final.
he started almost every game. Yeah,
Him, João Mario.
he was also a big part of those sporting teams in the early 2000s that gave Benfica a run for their money. Never truly
Maybe 2010s.
won. 2010s. Yes,
Yeah.
that's what I kind of meant to say. Yes, and
I know you look at him and you're like, wow, this guy was probably playing in the 90s.
No. The
He doesn't look that at all.
The
He
20
looks exactly like me.
the 2010s.
No, you look much better than him.
It was like him, William Carvalho, João Mario,
Yep.
Rui Patricio. You want me to just keep naming guys? You know,
Yeah.
guys could just
Yep.
name guys
Go ahead.
forever.
You could do that, yeah.
Yeah. No, it's okay. I'll stop there. That's all I know. kinda.
Slimani.
I always rated him at that time. Do Sporting fans not
course.
like him anymore?
I think that was like the time I was most jealous of Sporting when I was like, look at this beautiful midfield of like 5 Portuguese guys.
Yeah, and then the Euro came, and I thought he's going to get sold, and then he had that weird transfer to Leicester, was
Yep.
it? And it just
Oh,
yeah.
interesting, yeah.
His career kind of never took off from there.
Yeah, not good. Portimonense managed to be a thorn in the side of the Silvas. Guimarães are held to a 1-1 draw in the Algarve after a new Guga equalizes in the 80th.
Different Guga?
There's a new Guga.
A new Guga emerges.
Old Guga went to China.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I don't know why he would do that.
Is this his brother?
I don't think so. I don't think this is a Guga brother.
Is it his brother? I would like to see the Chinese people say Uga. Guga. Uga Guga, they can say that, I guess.
All right. Porto back in the good books with a 2-0 win over Estrela Amadora. Galeno hits a tap in, and João Mario with a low stonk. Quiet little win against Estrela. I like this. A lot of controversy on Chico saying he missed some easy chances. He's not the best, but I think he creates a lot of chances. I like that about him.
Yeah, he creates, for what he lacks, he also creates.
Yeah.
So it evens out with that guy.
He can't pick those corners, though. You got to get better at shooting. Needs to take more time on the shooting practice. But I don't know. Do you think there's any way he fits into a Portugal squad anytime in the near future?
No.
No.
No. No. Okay.
We'll shut that down right away.
Fine.
At least got a long way to go for that.
I think that position's pretty stacked in Portugal, so I think that's the difficulty. I think
Yeah.
right now, beautifully, all our positions are stacked. I can't see, so that's why I can't see where he would fit in.
Who knows? I could see him. I could see him using him.
I mean, he's been on the junior team for like 13 years now.
You know what? If Portugal was in the Olympics and they needed one over 23 guy, or I don't know if he is over 23, they could take him. But other than that,
No.
not the senior team going to the Euros.
Okay.
Give him a couple years.
Porto play Arsenal coming up this week on Wednesday.
Oh, I can't wait. I'm licking my lips like Ronaldinho in that lineup. Dude, cut that out. Jesus.
ASMR there for you.
No, you got to pay extra for that.
What? You guys beat, Brentford 5-0? No, not Brentford. Who'd you guys play?
That was Burnley.
Burnley. Beat Burnley. You think Porto's Burnley?
Yeah. And
Oh
the week
my.
before, they beat West Ham 6-0, right?
Shit. So you're due for a loss, is what you're saying.
Yeah,
I guess you can think of it like that.
And you beat Liverpool too.
You
Yeah.
know what? In Champions
that,
though,
yeah.
in Champions though, a different Porto usually shows up, and also I don't think I've ever seen Porto get smushed. Oh, actually, wait, I did last year. Did they lose 4-0 or something in one of the match days, and then they came back and won 4-0?
Yeah, Bruges. We bruised them.
Yeah. So I don't know, I just don't see it with Arsenal of it being like bad. Maybe
No.
like 3-1.
And Arsenal lost to Sporting last year in Europa, so
Yeah.
maybe. And honestly, they're doing well in Europe or in England. I guess with City tying this week, they're probably back up in there in the contender spot, right?
Yeah, they're second.
Yeah,
Fabio
okay.
Vieira. It will be interesting if they want to play Fabio Vieira.
He's the inside man.
He's still injured.
He's still injured? Okay, cut that.
He's going to give us all their secrets.
He might be maybe just coming back, but he hasn't had any minutes before
Yeah.
this.
I know. I was going to say, where's he been? I missed this kid.
Yeah.
Loan him back to us, please. Aruca come off their win from Porto last week. Lose to Casapia. the fuck is this shit? What is this? They beat us, and then they're like, we're just going to good tank to Casapia.
Yeah, that's so weird.
Casapia jumps out of relegation with that win, too.
Well,
that's the Portuguese league, man. It's tough. I don't know where the Spanish Armada's doing. Like, now doing it. You're not playing well against Casapia.
Well, famously, the Spanish Armada lost that one war they had against the British, right, with the little boats. That's like one of their famous. That's one of the famous historic deals.
They brought little boats to the fight.
England brought little boats, and they like went around the Spanish Armada, who had big ships, and they beat the big ships with their little boats.
They go in there with a little corkscrew, and
that's exactly what Casapia did.
That's right.
Great analysis, Justin.
Thanks.
Benfica Rex Vizela 6-1. Trubin, the star of the show, saving a penalty. Neres scores twice. He's back. Neres is back. Then Otamendi, Govea, Leonardo, and Rafa also on the score sheet.
I don't know if Trubin was the star of the show.
He's up there. What?
I don't want to tear down your whole little spiel here.
I saw some. He's saved 3 penalties this year.
Yeah, and that's like the most any.
What? You telling me Diogo Costa's never done that? Diogo Costa did that last year in the Champions League.
I think that was a Benfica record.
Yeah, I think for Benfica, we haven't had a goalie like
don't
this.
Don't try to tear down our records.
All these sources on Twitter are garbage.
Look, guys, great save. The goal that they conceded, that Benfica conceded, was actually his fault. So he kind of made up for it.
He made up for it, but you know what? He gets one. He gets that one in a nothing game. I got no problem with what happened there.
Yeah.
I mean, he still had a goalie out of 6 goals.
You shouldn't be passing it to him too much. He's just a big, tall Ukrainian man, not that good with his feet.
I don't think, but I also don't think we should be starting with this Trubin. The Trubin was great. The Trubin was truth. The Trubin is light. Actually, I'm changing my religion. My religion is now Trubin. No,
you're a Trubinite.
I'm a Trubinite.
You're a troubadour.
You're Trubanian?
I'm kidding. Still Catholic, guys. Still not drinking this port. I mean, but it was Neres coming in for Di Maria. We're facing the last place team in the league. He rotates the squad. He has to rotate the squad. And Neres comes in and just is the spark that we need. He's pressing. He's pushing.
He's killing it.
He just
on the score sheet twice.
He's cooking. And at the beginning of the season, when he was healthy, he was doing amazing. Mm-hmm. And he comes right back from his injury, and we need him in the squad. We need him for Thursday, I think. And Rafa was amazing in this game too.
Rafa was amazing too. And then it was just like pressing. They couldn't do anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once that happened,
and João Mario was playing in a better position that I like him in the middle, and he was doing so much better.
Why don't they just put João Mario as the right back or left back? Why can't he plug that hole like Ursinus did?
No, he can't run. He needs to, he in the middle he can pass because there's lots of options. He can go back if he needs to.
He's smart.
He'll do a quick pass and just get rid of it.
He's smart and experienced, and he knows he can ping the ball kind of around, and he can kind of control the tempo of the match. And I think that's where he needs to be. Him and João Neves,
and that's where it all starts. Yeah.
And the middle of the park, exactly. And we can, if we got 2 wingers like Neres and Di Maria, but I don't think he wants to play both of them at the same time because defensively or whatever. But I'm happy with Thiago Gouveia. He had a nice little game too.
He had a good game, yeah.
But I think we can't even say anyone had a nice little game because they all had nice little halves. Because once the 5th one went in and then it was halftime.
That's insane.
We said, hey, you got to take Rafa off.
Oh, yeah.
He did. Smart.
He's been playing every game this season. He needs some rest.
Been scoring every game.
Need him on Thursday.
I would have taken more people off, to be honest, but he took Rafa off. I think he took João Neves off at some point too, right?
Yeah, like late 60s or something.
I would have taken him off as well. And he left Morato on for a little too long. No one wants to see Morato. Like, get that Carreras guy in there. Get him some more game time.
Yeah, Morato did the penalty.
And Morato gave up the penalty.
Yeah, well, you guys are playing Thursday again. Whatever. It's rest the guys and move on.
It wasn't that bad. They were playing pretty bad, but the squad was changed a lot.
I mean, you got Thiago Gouveia.
I'm not so pissed about that second half.
I'm not pissed about it, but it would have been nice to actually have kind of like any kind of experience. It was just like, or like the players you do put on to get some kind of game experience, see something from them. We didn't see anything from anybody. Everyone just kind of running around there.
Yeah.
That second half was just
They didn't need to do anything really, though, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought Casper was good. He made a lot of good runs.
I thought so, too.
He's very mobile, way more better at doing these runs and running on the ball than Cabral is. It's a different dynamic.
Not so thick, boy.
Yeah,
Agreed.
and they sent him some good through balls. His touch wasn't so good a couple times, but it's all right.
Yeah, it was exactly what you wanted from playing the last place team at home.
Yeah.
Smash them, move on, next game.
Smash and move.
And rest. Because also the reason we didn't have the ball a lot, they tried harder in the second half, but we didn't have to press. We didn't have to kill our legs. So why do that? They're probably telling them like, defend, but you don't have to press. You don't have to chase the ball so much.
Yeah.
Kill yourselves.
Just let Trubin do
It was
the work.
bad. It was pretty
Balls
bad
to the
second half.
face.
Yeah. Well, Marcus Leonardo got a goal at the end, right?
Yeah.
Like David
From Neres, yeah.
From Neres had the breakaway. They put Neres sort of in the middle. I didn't understand putting Di Maria on in the second half. Like,
Yeah.
that really didn't make sense to me because it's like, why not just keep him out and then like maybe want to keep him sharp or maybe he
Keep
wanted
him
to
sharp.
stat pad.
Yeah.
I don't know, but he put Di Maria on and then
Keep Di Maria happy too. I don't know.
maybe Di Maria's like,
Do
I
you
want
think
to play.
Neres and Leonardo are going to come together like a couple of Ninja Turtles and just be a great team there?
I think they are. I think they're friends. I don't know why you called them Ninja Turtles.
I don't know.
I like a couple Ninja Turtles. The Ninja Turtles were already brothers. Like it's kind of
Well,
a
they're
weird of an
both-
analogy.
Yeah,
Brazil.
Brazilians. Who else? Arthur Cabral. Who's the fourth Ninja Turtle?
Morato.
Morato. There you go. That's your squad.
And who's Casey Jones?
Well, we also have four Argentinians. So we have Di Maria, Otamendi, Rollheiser, and Prestiani.
Ah, those two guys are too new.
Yeah, but
They haven't done anything. Have they played yet?
Rollheiser's played.
Yeah, okay.
I like how Neres scored 2 goals, barely celebrated. He just like walks over with his like sleepy eyes.
Yep.
Barely awake.
Yeah.
2 goals, 2 assists. What a game. I want to say one more note. Look, and I'm not a fucking hater of Kokchu, okay? But Kokchu, from the highlights I saw, did not have a good game against Toulouse, okay?
No, he wasn't bad to lose.
He wasn't that bad? Everything I saw was on their side was a freaking Kokchu. I'm not happy with him. And I think João Mario and Neves should be the center mid for the rest of the year.
That center midfield was doing very well with João Mario there.
Yeah.
Now, Kokchu, like I say every single week, and he has yet to do it. Prove me wrong, buddy. Prove me wrong. I just want to see a
I don't think you gotta put him down so much.
I
but
want to
it's
see
getting
a
it's not-
successful superstar on Benfica. So please prove me wrong.
All right, moving on. Braga beat out France 2-1. Bonza back from AFCON. He gets on the score sheet. But it is Cher that steals the win with a late goal.
Oh, he could have had him.
Cher. Ricardo Velho stops João Moutinho from the spot, and then Balumi scores for France. Good game there. Good game for Braga. Bonza with that first header that missed the net wildly, but his whole body was gyrating.
He did a whole body header.
Yeah.
He extended his arms and legs all at once to get some oomph on that header, and it flew. So maybe he was just working back into his mid-season form. He was a long plane trip, you know.
He barely even got played in that tournament, which sucks. I wanted to see more Bonza.
Oh, he's rested. He's going to come back extra strong now.
And bring back up the charts.
Yeah.
That's what they need.
João Moutinho,
Yep.
according to Cristiano Ronaldo, he botched bang.
Yep.
This one he didn't. He botted it bang, but it didn't go in. He didn't really pick the corner. He just kind of hit it really hard. And it's one of those ones that's to the side, but it's not all the way in the corner. Those
Not
are the
enough.
easiest, with a little lift, those are almost the easiest penalties to save for the goalies.
Yeah. You're right in their diving zone, right in their flight path.
Yeah, that's very nice.
The
yes.
flight path.
Yeah.
He scored his for the Taça da Liga. So he's feeling good off that.
Yeah.
Going for this one, right back down to 0.
Damn. I hope it doesn't break the youngster.
The young lad.
I hope it doesn't break the young kid. Hopefully he can bounce back from this one. He's got a long career ahead of him.
Yeah. He's still got a long way to go, another 20 years.
I feel like you did an interview or something this week, and everyone's like, this guy's going to be a coach tomorrow.
He's a very smart man. You know who doesn't have a very long career left?
Who?
Ricardo Velho. Such an old man.
He's so old,
He's
right?
so old. And he's so good. He's one of the best goalkeepers in the league. Old man Moutinho goes up against old man Velho. And guess who came out on top?
The old man.
The old man
old
came out on
man.
top.
Wow.
But yeah.
No, wait, so is he really old?
He's a regular age, like 25.
Oh, okay.
he's in his prime, you would say. Yeah. No, Braga needed that because been a bit off center for a while.
My boy Balumi got a goal.
Yep.
Very nice cross by Barbosa.
Nice cross,
So
nice
they're-
jerseys with the little lion creeping up on there.
Got the line, very Sporting-esque, but what are you gonna do?
What if that was Sporting's original design and then they're like, fuck, Ferenc made it already?
They were gonna
Possibly.
put that on
Could've-
that black
Could
shirt.
have been a black shirt, white lion.
I bet so. I bet that's exactly
They did
what
it
happened.
first, yeah.
Jeez. Sporting beat Moreirense today. Pochi and Morita on target. They don their men in black jerseys there. Yeah, nice little game there. Morita kind of scores almost accidentally. Blunder in the box.
Yeah, let me tell you about going in this game, coming at it from a Benfica point of view, which I know all the Sportingistas want to hear. But, you know, they have that game in hand. We want them to lose a game, want them to...
Yeah, you're cheering for a loss.
We're cheering for a loss, and Moreirense is coming into it. And I'm like, do I even sit down and watch this game? Because I got all day. It's a holiday here. It's a family day. And I'm going, there's no fucking way Moreirense is going to do anything against this Sporting team.
Nah.
Sporting's too good right now.
So what'd you do? You stayed in your room and gooned for another few hours? Well, I came home. The game was on. You were in your room.
I've already
Gooned and finished.
I already checked it out, and I watched a little bit of the play. I watched that second goal, and I was like, you know what? I've had enough. This team plays well, but
Yeah, when the first place team and Sporting's they're killing it. When they go 1-0 or 2-0 up on Moreirense, like, it's over and you check out.
Yeah.
They got better things to do.
exactly.
Back to your dungeon.
Okay, stop talking.
The liquorless dungeon.
But yeah, Benfica in the lead, game in hand. Sporting can jump up 3 or 1 with a draw.
Well, I want to talk more about that performance. You know who's out there? Jokeres. You know who's out there? Porto's playing pretty nice. Porto, after the game, was man of the match, and he said a nice little thing about our Benfica boys because they know they have some tragedies in the family.
Some
passing. So shout out to them, and we'll do the shout out as well to them.
Classy man.
Of course.
Of course, everyone's feeling for them. All kinds of Portuguese players, mostly Benfiquistas,
Yeah.
made posts and stuff.
They also got Hoijmeland holding it down in the middle. Quaresma's playing well. It's just a team firing on all cylinders right now. They are on form.
Some would say that they're mooshing.
Some would say.
We don't say that. Well, they're not allowed to moosh.
I never said
we
we
established
did.
that only Bragg can moosh.
Yeah, they're kind of batanoing, but
They're batanoing.
either way.
I do like the little partnership of Humeland and Marita. It's kind of like a big guy, small guy friend thing going on.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
I like it. They celebrated together. It was a very nice moment.
Like Timon and Pumbaa or something.
Yeah.
I think the missing piece over
Like Pinky and the Brain.
I think the missing piece over here was this Eduardo Quaresma guy. Because they were kind of like, deciding who would be that third center back. Was it going to be Mateus Reis? Was it going to be Saint Just?
No, it was Diomande. And
Was it-
Quaresma stole his spot.
And Diomande,
when he went
yeah.
to AFCON.
Yeah, and Diomande too.
Diamante didn't even play in AFCON. He got benched. Yet he's like one of the most biggest prospects coming up, but now he can't even get play
I
time.
don't think he can get his spot back from Quaresma.
Nope.
So, last year, Neto on Sporting said, we have the best defense in the league. And I said, brother, you're so fucking wrong. We're winning the league, and we have the best defense. Well, guess what? He said it just a year too early, because this year, Sporting does have the best defense in the league by far.
Best defense,
Center
best
back?
offense.
Center back?
And the
wise?
best attacking. And
Like center back wise?
all of it.
They got Nuno Santos on the wing. They got Jenny Kaitamo on the other side. What more could you ask for?
I think the only weak point, if there was going to be a weak point, would be Adan.
Yeah. And we all know how
Yeah.
Sporting fans think about Adan.
And even him's not looked that bad.
No, he hasn't made a huge frunk in a bunch of weeks.
Get enough good center backs back there, you don't give the opposition a chance to make chances.
That's true. And I'll just end on this point. You know who else looks great? Ruben Amorim. I saw him wear a jacket today. Now, I'm not a Sportingista, but that was a really nice jacket. I gotta say,
He makes everything look
like a
good.
windbreaker.
it was like an all green kind of jacket. It was like 10 times as good as those ones we bought in the corner store.
No way.
No way. You're gonna take the corner store one over the Ruben Amorim Nike one?
That thing was too green.
I saw an old man wearing a Sporting jacket on the street
Yeah.
from the corner store. It was definitely one of the corner store jackets.
Yeah, those are great.
Of course.
Yeah.
But I
Where else do you think he shops? He gets his clothes, there's milk,
It was on the same corner, so yeah.
and his plates.
I've been told that that man has raised his prices. He's seen the demand for those jackets.
We bought like 5 in
skyrocket.
one day. So yeah.
The Ruben Amorim one, I think it's really nice. I see people walking around. You don't think it's too green? I see this one
Much
chick
too
walking
green.
down Dundas Street with a bright green Boston Celtics jacket. I think it looks great. I think that's
See her
cool.
a lot?
I've seen
How often are you seeing this woman?
with the Boston Celtics jacket.
Yeah, I think this might
Well-
be stalker ass.
No,
No,
Justin
no.
just has eyes for green. That's all it is.
Ooh.
I love. I
You got
love
green
money.
eyes, eh?
Green on your mind.
I keep seeing this girl in this Boston Celtics jacket. I see her in her kitchen. I see her in her bedroom.
On the street. But yeah.
She wouldn't wear the jacket in her kitchen.
Well, that's the weird part. That's why he keeps watching.
So yeah. Best game, worst game for next week. What do we think, guys?
Oh, best game. Sporting Rio Ave. Adrian Silva is gonna play.
Ooh, vengeance match.
I'm gonna say Boavista and Braga is gonna be a good match.
I'm gonna say Aruca Famalicão.
That's
Yeah,
a good match?
That could be a good match.
Well, hopefully
Actually-
Arauca plays better than they did this week.
Dude, Aruca just fucking jumped him in the table too. Jesus.
They're right next to each other. I like the way Famalicão. I was about to say a word that I'm not allowed to say, but I like the way Famalicão is playing right now.
Why aren't you allowed to
I was
say
gonna say they were mooshing right now.
Oh. Vizela Estoril. I don't know. That might be a forgettable one.
Then why are we bringing it up?
Why are you talking about
I
it?
No,
don't
he
know.
said best game, worst game.
Best game, worst game.
Oh,
That's my worst game. Best game, Braga Boavista. That was tasty.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Did Justin say that?
Yes.
Well, we agree.
Hey Evan, next week, can you just let me know ahead of time for playing this game?
Okay.
You really threw Chris off.
I was like, I can't see anything.
You need the
My
magnifying
bad.
glass.
Yeah.
My bad. Onwards to England. Wolves ravage Spurs 2-1. João Gomes netting twice. Neto and Sarabia picking up assists against the Spurs. Kulusevski scored in that one.
They look great, and I think they could have scored more. Mm-hmm. Sarabia had like 2-3 chances. I forget who else. Someone at the end had a really open net. Pooch did.
Oh, the
Bellemare? Was that his name?
Bellemare, Belgrade or something.
Belgrade.
Yeah, he's Haitian. He scored a couple goals this season. He's been good. But yeah, he was like wide open in front of net. Neto did all the work, and this guy just had to finish. He couldn't finish.
Mm-hmm.
But that first goal that Neto assisted, where he just, or maybe the second goal, where he just ran the entire field.
Yeah.
Beautiful run. Yeah.
Spurs gave him so much space on that side, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did. But, I mean, he used it. He fought. He turned. They made a nice calculated pass. And, you know, everyone celebrated with him. It was almost like he scored.
Yeah, it was mostly his work.
He did all the work.
Now, how do we feel about this cut in half jersey, half Wolves, half Spurs, Hee-Chan, and then Son?
Cheering on both Korean players.
I mean, I love it. I feel like I can make a couple of those jerseys with what I got in my closet right now. Not those ones specifically, but other Portuguese players for sure.
I think it's great. I think this person goes 21st century supposed Spurs fans at the lane nowadays. Well, you don't understand is this person is not a Spurs fan. They're a Korean football fan.
Yep.
So let them watch in your stadium. Now they're not cheering for Spurs. They're cheering for Son. And once Son leaves your team, you're going to be done with these people. So don't worry. It's only going to be temporary. Then you can go back to being the shit club you always were. So, you know, that's my feeling on that. I don't think we can move on from this this game without talking about what happened to Korea at the Asia World Cup or Asian Cup.
Shambles.
Let's talk about it.
Did you hear about it?
No.
Okay,
let me tell you about it.
Oh.
I said, let's talk about it.
Yes.
Let me tell you about it,
The
Chris.
ping pong incident.
The ping pong incident.
Ooh.
So after dinner, I guess it's a team dinner. The Korean players, led by The Korean players, they said they usually stick around together, hang out, talk about the game, talk about the match, get in the zone, get in the vibes, you know. And one of the younger players, led by Kang, he's the Korean guy who plays on PSG.
Okay.
He takes some of his mates and he goes, "We're gonna go play ping pong." Okay.
Like at a bar, or just like in
Just down the hall.
Okay.
The rec room.
In the
Okay.
rec room. And not Park. Son says, "No, you're not gonna play ping pong. Come here with us." It starts a fracas, which eventually leads.
I think Son also wanted chill at the dinner tables, but he said like go straight to bed, go to your room,
Right.
and let's rest for tomorrow for the game,
Yeah.
like professional.
We
like
got to play
captain.
Big Bad Jordan tomorrow.
We're playing the semifinals.
And we're barely making it out of every game. Like we need late goals. We're not playing that well.
It starts a big kerfuffle. Punches are thrown.
Punches?
Son, I don't think any connected. Son hand is a little damaged from the fracas. People are saying that Kang disrespected his elders. He shouldn't play tomorrow. Klinsmann doesn't care. He plays him. Also, this entire ruckus is going off, Klinsmann is just standing there watching. Apparently,
He's like, I don't know what any of you guys are saying.
Yeah, well, he does not know. Yeah, but maybe they're just being friendly. I don't know.
yeah, exactly. In Germany, this is how we talk to each other
It's a
all the
normal-
time. This is normal German.
Normal tone and volume.
He's escalating. He's like, they're friends.
Yes.
Oh, they care about each other.
Nice.
They're talking about the social economic state of the world.
Yes. Oh, that's a very aggressive hug. Okay. A little more aggressive than I would think.
Okay, so they got into a squabble
Altercation.
over ping pong.
Yes.
You couldn't even write this shit. If you said that as a joke, you'd be called racist. But it happens in real life.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
So now there's a divide between the old vet Son, who is leading the team and the biggest star, and Kang In Lee, who's the next young guy, young upstart.
It would be like if Cristiano Ronaldo told Figo to fuck himself at the
Yeah.
Euro 2004, essentially.
Yeah.
But I think
I like this. This is drama.
Yeah.
It's not Portuguese, but let's run with it, please.
it was almost Portuguese if Paulo Bento was still their coach.
true.
None of this would happen if Paulo Bento was there.
No.
He's like the Mark Wahlberg of the thing. That shit wouldn't have went down like it did if I was there.
Yeah. If I was flying that plane.
Yeah.
Okay, so what? Son, he had a problem with them going playing ping pong? I don't understand. What's the big deal? They're playing ping pong. He thought they were going to stay up all night and drink soju and stuff? And like,
I don't know. I think
It
it's
sounds like you're on Lee's side.
well, like, okay, what?
Maybe it's not the end of the world if he plays ping pong for a bit.
That's what I think.
They're going to have a good time. They're going to go to bed happy, you know.
sometimes like doing something like that loosens you up. Maybe Kang more wants to be loose and stuff, and you do kind of like see like, oh, this is how he personally decides to like get ready for a big game. Think about something else. Take your mind off. It lowers the pressure, maybe, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, apparently this Kang guy's been a shithead all his life. So
Yeah. Who knows, right? To each their own. But like, yeah, Son to be like, go home and fester and think about it and rest, right? It's like, everyone doesn't work that way.
yeah.
Then the
But
next
it's a big
day,
game. He wants you to go to bed early. Maybe take sleeping pills.
Maybe mind your own fucking business.
Yeah.
Could be
He
that.
tried to be captain.
This is what I say. If they're not going out to like a bar or a club and playing, like they're not going to a fancy ping pong palace or whatever.
Ping Pong Palace, they have that in Doha.
Yeah. If they're just in their own little dorm area, who cares?
Yeah.
Play a little bit of ping pong.
I think the table must be right beside Son's room.
Oh, they can keep him awake with from the
Yeah,
noise.
like, ping, 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 ping.
Oh, also like, man,
And he's an old man, so he's sleepy. He's like, keep it down out there.
but you ever seen like South Koreans go really hard in ping pong games? They expel a lot of energy.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
that's what it was.
Maybe a lot of yelling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Could be.
Yeah.
Either way, yeah, he was trying to be captain, but in South Korean culture, you do have to respect your elders, or you do have to respect your captain. Apparently, this Kane guy is losing a lot of respect, a lot of sponsorships over this. You know how much the Koreans love their footballers, how much money he must be making just by being a famous footballer.
Yeah.
How does
that's
PSG
not
feel
so
about
much
this?
anymore. Not so much. PSG?
They're probably it has nothing to do with us. We just bought 5 new ping pong tables for the team.
We're going the ping pong
And-
sponsorship route.
And you can't even go to bed unless you play a game of ping pong.
I think that is the move for the Kane guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
you said it. Go the ping pong
Like
sponsorship.
Mbappe's out the door. He says he's going to Madrid next year. We're going full ping pong. We're going full Kang in.
It's tough because Kang-in Lee is like your future of your team. He's your second star player. You can't like shun him from the team.
They might. They just might.
Maybe Son threw the game because he's like, bitch, you got to go do military service now. You haven't won anything.
True.
Okay, so now that I know the South Korean incident, what were we getting at originally?
Oh, we were just talking about the South Korea derby.
Oh, okay.
So, Son, Wolves. That was all. Just kind of a cap on
And
it.
where was Wang Hee-chan on this side?
I think
Hwang Hee-chan's a very nice man. He does not play ping pong or ever. He goes to bed early.
He respects Son's word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's respectful.
Okay.
He wasn't part of the ping pong crew.
No.
It was another player. Apparently, his friend is Jiang from Stuttgart.
Oh, he's a ping ponger.
Yeah.
That's where the beef starts. But yeah, I guess back to England. Chris, just fill you in. Korea lost that game to Jordan.
Oh, Son was right.
Yeah.
Should have went to bed.
Jordan went.
Yeah,
through-
that's
Did,
part
wait,
of
did
it.
anybody play ping pong?
I don't.
I don't know if he
How do you
punched him.
play after? How do you play after the big fight? Come on.
I wonder what they did after the
Really
fight.
angry. It's like
you out of
it's
the-
like they serve it to you and you just go whoosh as hard as you can.
Do you think Lee was like, well, I guess I better go to bed now?
Yeah.
So I guess Son won.
Way to kill the fucking mood, son.
Balls of fury.
Yeah.
Takes you out of the ping pong mindset, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Klinsmann lost his job, but they said that he was just like Klinsmann's just like hustling all these countries for money. He said he never lived in Korea. He was just doing team meetings over Zoom chat for a while and like practices over Zoom.
Practices.
He wouldn't even travel.
Oh my.
You had a robot with the laptop on.
That's what I was thinking. With him on the head.
He wouldn't go to travel to watch like scout any Korean league matches, just like the players in Europe. So
What a-
he'd go in to like Paris and London and those kind of places.
You're like, oh yeah, I'll go
Munich.
watch Spurs
Yeah,
games.
Munich.
Apparently, Paulo Bento lived in Korea.
See,
He was doing the little grill thing in the table every fucking day, bro. He loved it. It's like, wow.
Who wouldn't
Look
love
at this
it?
meat. It's great. I'm Portuguese. I love this.
who wouldn't love it?
Cooked his
good
own
for
meat
him.
for a year straight.
It takes a Jurgen Klinsmann for them to appreciate what they had. Now they're probably going
Bento.
back and going like, wow, we had one of the best coaches in the world, Paulo Bento.
Fernando Santos will be there soon enough.
He really was great for them.
Yeah.
Beat
All
us.
right, back to England. Liverpool make quick work of Brentford in a 4-1 win. Jota in the headlines again. He is stretchered off in the 44th minute, injured for the rest of the season. Potential for him to come back for the Euro, but it's gonna be rusty.
Damn. So he's up for the rest of the Premier League season.
Yeah, I think so.
Wow.
That is awful. He was I think he's like player of the month. He was scoring goals left, right, and center. He was always finding a way to finish.
How about that header
Hustling.
assist to Darwin?
Woo!
That was beautiful.
Start to use firing in this game.
That big heavy oaf had to land on his knee.
Jesus. Yeah, that's a spooky one because
I didn't see who landed on him. An oaf.
An oaf.
I know. But just, man, in terms of striker, now it's like Gonzalo Ramos is going to be there, and that guy's not been playing well at all.
Jota's gonna have.
And we're not going to be playing Switzerland, so
Jota's gonna have a couple. He's gonna have some warm up games. They said he'll make the end of the season, and then he could probably make the Euro, depending on how his fitness is.
I
But
don't like the time there. I don't like the numbers. I want him to be training every day.
well, if he
might
is
work
ready
out.
for the end of the season, then he's training every day. They're not gonna just throw him in there not ready. He's gonna be ready, and then he can move on to the Euros.
It
But
might actually work out more perfect than ever because like he's like I don't want to call him injury prone, but like it seems like once a year he's kind of out for a month.
He'll be
or something.
rested. He'll be
Yeah.
grinding that foot.
He'll be hungry.
He'll be grinding the FIFA,
Yeah.
getting all his playmaking mentality ready.
Yeah, and he kind of like he comes in off injury, and he's like first couple games are shaky, then he's like he gets hot. So maybe he'll be hot right in time for
Knockout
Euro.
stages.
Yeah, you never know.
Hey, you know what? They
Lucas-
might use him. They might just use him again on the left wing, anyways, because Rafael Leão was having no kind of season.
He's been quiet.
He's been being benched. he's not coming back on defense at all. He never was, but usually the forward, the attacking makes up for it. This year it really hasn't.
That guy's got to put his shoe collection to rest and fucking start following on running. Start, train his fitness again.
Doing too much extracurricular activity?
Way too much, man. Forget your music career. Forget your fashion career.
Well, he hasn't dropped an album in a while.
His little channel of like he thinks his fans want to see and what kind of clothes he wears. I don't really.
That was
care.
interesting.
His clothes are not even that good.
All right, let's not argue about that.
I don't think he's
again.
spending that much time on stuff. They probably bothered him to do that for like 10 years, and then he's like, fine, I'll do it. Okay, not 10 years, 10 months. But yeah, nice finish by Darwin and that Jota assist. But yeah, he is out. Salah finishes a nice one. And Ivan Toney. This guy's a fucking menace. He's fantastic.
Yeah, I don't have anything bad to say about him, except he's on a shit team. That's all.
City tied Chelsea 1-1.
Thank you.
Haaland misses a bunch of chances.
The one time Chelsea steps up. Thank you,
There
Jesus.
you go.
What a gift.
Nice little finish by Sterling there.
Mm-hmm.
Assisted by Nico Jackson, who misses a blatant chance right in front of the net. Not very
Sterling still doing a job for Liverpool. Nice.
Yeah, against his old team.
Yeah, we went out to the pub. We went out to the pub to watch these games. And so we watched most of Spurs on a computer, Arsenal on a TV. The rest of the bar was watching West Ham, West Ham, whoever they were facing. And then this City
lost against Nottingham.
Nottingham.
And then this City-Chelsea game came on after. And it was so boring, man. I think we left after 30 minutes. After watching a whole full game and then trying to watch this Chelsea Man City game. Nah, man, that wasn't the move. That was just dull football. Dull 1-1. And I didn't get to see Enzo Fernandez get absolutely thrashed, unfortunately.
What, do you get tackled? You got
got
tackled?
thrashed?
No, I'd like to see him get thrashed, like 6-0. I like it when he's just out there, just miserable. Like, what am I doing out here? I can't even get the ball. Then they put 7 on him, and he's like, I wish I was never born. And then they put 8 on him, and he's like, it doesn't even feel like I won the World Cup anymore. And then finally, after 9, he's like, I wish I never left Benfica. That's what I want to happen to him every single game.
And then 10, he says, I wish I was never born.
No, he said, according to what I said at 6, he wishes that.
Oh, sorry. I was not paying attention for a while.
Big game for Gusto. Apparently, he locked down that defense for Chelsea against City.
Mucho gusto.
Mucho gusto. And then United, 2 goals for Hoyland, Rasmus. And they beat Luton Town there.
Yeah, they're kind of on fire. A lot of people praising Diogo Dalot lately.
Yeah, because he's fantastic. And then, yeah, we talked about Arsenal slapping Burnley already. Liverpool in the lead there, 2 points ahead of Arsenal. City with a game in hand, 53 points. Then Villa, Tottenham, United. Jesus.
They're going to do it for Klopp, aren't they?
Do it for the club.
I don't
have
think
to.
so.
Let's see. There's a lot of injuries for Liverpool right now. Salah's back, thank God.
Yeah.
They're playing well without him, but I mean they're gonna need. We'll see.
All right. Moving on. In Italy, big game in Italy. The Berlusconi Derby. Monza scores 2 sets of back-to-back goals as they beat AC Milan 4-2. Danny Mota on the score sheet. And I believe he picked up the first assist on the first goal. Despite Pulisic tying the game in the 88th, Monza nets twice in extra time.
Yes.
Monza.
Mota.
What do you mean, yes?
Mota.
Oh, yeah.
Monza.
Monza. It was a nice goal.
Yeah, man. Luxembourgian. Maybe he'll come to the Euro. No? If Jota gets injured again, I think we got to bring Danny Mota.
Maybe.
not?
Apparently, this Pulisic goal is kind of a wonder goal.
It was pretty nice.
It was nice, yeah.
Nice. Top of the boxer. Nice. But yeah, Danny Mota, he assisted Pessina. Then he scored shortly after. And then Bondo and Colombo, both in extra time. Despite having a red card. Or no, AC Milan had a red card, and they tied the game 2-2. And then
Colombo, like the
Colombo.
crime family.
Yep.
Or
Is he a descendant of the crime family?
He is the crime family.
Oh,
Or is it like Columbo?
He's doing crimes on the field.
The guy who's the detective plays on A&E. He's always solving the mystery right at the end.
Peter Falk.
Peter Falk, yeah.
Ooh.
He was in Corky Romano.
Detective Columbo.
Yeah. Classic. Classic.
You got to go up to your box, watch 24-hour Columbo channel. Watch, you'll be hooked within a day. It's one of the best, best detective shows.
On the series finale, the last episode ever,
You gonna spoil it?
Hey, don't spoil.
I'm not gonna spoil it, but Bobby Bacala's on the episode.
Sick.
Yeah.
Nice.
Bayern lose to Bochum 3-2. Tuchel has lost 3 games straight with Bayern, which I'm sure I didn't look at the stats, but it's probably been like 50 years since that's happened.
Damn.
Leverkusen sit 8 points atop the table, undefeated still. Undefeated.
Wow. Well, I'm glad we got that exclusive interview with Harry Kane.
Yeah, that was good.
Can I say something about Tuchel?
Tell me.
Fraud.
Yeah.
Fraud.
No, what about when he coached Chelsea?
Yeah,
He did that crazy handshake.
He won the Champions League.
PSG, fraud. Bayern Munich, fraud. You think Jose Mourinho on PSG or Bayern Munich would be flopped? No. They would be crying, be like, Jose, stay 10 more years, please, please,
We'll probably
please.
see it. But yeah, PSG in French news. Yeah, I think Mbappe said he's basically joining Real Madrid next year. He said he told PSG higher ups, he's like, I'm out, joining Madrid, I'm leaving. This is my last year.
Oh my God, you're gonna have Vinny Jr. on one side and Mbappe on the other side.
Yep. And Rodrigo.
Oh.
They got too many players.
It's crazy. So, but he's going on free.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Wow.
Craziness. Well, he's brought in so much money for that fucking team. What do they have to complain about? Elsewhere in France, Joe David scored a hat trick this weekend for Lille.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah, he's still going there.
Angel Gomes is there.
Angel Gomes and the left back, the Portuguese kid too.
Yes.
In Saudi, Ronaldo back to business with Al Nasser. He opens the scoring against Al Fetta, and then after the game is tied, Otavio scores the winner. Portuguese connection there, baby. 2-1 win.
Woo.
The boys in yellow. And this man, Sultan something.
The Sultan scored.
He assisted both goals.
Oh. He's a good Sultan.
Yes, he is.
Ronaldo's interesting. Ronaldo, it seems like he's fired up. It seems like he's ready to go hit the ground running this year. He wants to, in his mind, beat Messi. I think he wants to outlong Messi. He wants to be like, I want to keep playing, and Messi's not playing anymore, and
That's
I'm
easy.
older.
He'll do that.
And the other thing I think he wants is to make this Euro. And I think
wants to make this
he
Euro?
probably will.
He's definitely going to make the Euro. There's all this news that whatever supercomputer or octopus predicts World Cup winners has predicted Portugal to win the 2026 World Cup. And then it's also apparently it's set in New York, New Jersey. That's where the final's going to be.
Yeah.
Simpsons predicted this.
Yep.
Portugal,
Mexico.
Mexico final.
Portugal.
Yeah.
But that was in Springfield, though.
No, I think it was.
That was in New Jersey.
No, it was in
Oh,
New
it was
Jersey.
in New Jersey. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Cool.
So Simpsons
predicts everything.
they've decided that Portugal's winning this World Cup 2026.
Put your money down. Put your money down now.
Buy your flights. Let's get to New Jersey, people.
Yeah,
It's not that far.
And
I'll
then
drive it
I'm
for
sitting
half-
beside Homer. He says, I'll kill myself if Portugal doesn't win.
Yeah.
You know, one of these Al Nasser jerseys, they kind of look like an upside down Marge if you think about it.
Oh,
That's right.
the anti-Marge.
If you were standing 69ing her.
That's what Marge would look like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've seen a picture of this with her
Ah,
and Ned Flanders actually
Yes.
while I was gooning.
Oh,
Actually.
my
Oh,
God. The neighbor?
When you're coming through the junction, when you're coming down Kiel, when you're approaching
Oh, what are you showing me?
Where are you taking
Oh,
us?
come on, what are you showing
on one
me?
of the walls, there's like a sexy mural of Marge. I drive
Wow.
by it every single day.
You don't
On
have
purpose?
You don't have to, but you do.
No, I don't want to.
You don't have to because you can see that on the internet. There's plenty of sites that have that
Kiel
kind of
and
stuff.
Dundas, there's a sexy Marge on one of the walls. It's across the street from the draft room, and there's a very nice thrift store that it's attached to.
You gotta take a picture of this for the Instagram.
I'm in my car. I can't take pictures.
We want sexy Marge now. Pull over.
All right. Other news: Olympiacos beats Pauk 4-1. Podence stonks, and Fran Navarro opens the scoring. They beat their rivals. We had to watch the Greek League highlights.
We had
We
to
had
watch
to.
it.
I insisted.
We were sitting around. We're doing our little last minute research.
We were gooning a
homework,
little bit together.
and we said, "Hey, why don't we ever watch Olympiacos? They got all those Portuguese players." Evan goes, "We don't need to do that." And me and Patrick were like, "We're not leaving." Remember you said that?
I said that, yeah.
Hey, we're not leaving until we watch it. And good thing we did because it was a beautiful game, beautiful outcome, beautiful goals.
Freaking Podence lined this one up.
Oh,
Beautiful.
shit.
I'm
And
glad
he was killing it on that wing and doing nice passes. I think he assisted one goal.
Podence didn't seem happy towards the end at Wolves, so I'm glad he's found a place, found a little home.
Well, he was there before. It was his pre-home. Took a little vacay to the Wolves.
He came from Olympiacos?
Yeah.
Oh, he loves Greeks.
Yeah.
Stuff.
He loves Greek. He loves their little crazy alphabet they got going.
Yep. One would say the original alphabet.
The original alphabet.
Yeah, well, I said, like, why did they make this stupid language up? And Evan said, this is the original.
It's the original. It's the alpha and the omega.
Yeah. And they got some of the best food in the world, the Greeks, right?
Oh, yeah.
Not compared to us.
I mean, I don't know
Kebabs.
about
not
that.
compared to Portugal.
Yeah.
Throw anything on a kebab. Other news, Portuguese swimmer Diogo Ribeiro crushing it in the world of swimming. World champion,
Love to
100-meter
hear that.
butterfly.
Well, this
Cool.
Summer Olympics is coming up in
Yes.
this summer in Paris. Something to look forward to. I always love it when I see the little Portuguese flag. We also like it when we see the little Canadian flag, but something about seeing that little Portuguese flag really gets me going, really gets me gooning, you know what I mean?
Crazy.
He's the new Phelps, guys. And he's got the castor.
Why does he have the castor wings?
Those are
He's got
wings.
the
Awesome.
wings. Sponsored by Wolves.
Ah, I see.
He sponsored a tattoo on himself?
No, they're just wing tattoos.
Yeah.
You know where he trained?
Where?
The crazy seas of Nazaré.
He swam through those
Swam back.
seas.
Hey, if
Back
you could
and
swim
forth.
through that, you could swim through anything.
That's why he's so
he
good.
Was, He towed the surfers into the waves.
Oh, yeah. They tried to suck him up into that ocean. He got right out of there.
Stonk of the week.
Podence.
Podence. Joan Wonder.
Podence again?
Not bad.
Maybe Pot.
Pot. Neto.
That didn't score.
No, he didn't, but he's accumulated quite the amount of assists.
I could give it to Pot.
Pot. Wow, are we becoming a sporting
No,
podcast?
I don't want to do that.
Well,
I don't think Pot did enough. Ricardo Valio saved that penalty.
you lost, though.
Lost.
but what about the Thursday? Sporting beat Young Boys.
They did. I watched that game as well.
Inacio. That was Inacio. Danny Mota assisting a goal.
Ooh, Mota. That's another good one.
Okay, we could put it to a vote online.
I think the vote's the best way for this one. I think
Mota
Pot should be among the votes.
Mota, Pote,
And Podence.
Podence,
What about Rafa?
Rafa. All right, we'll throw it out there.
Oh, that's too many, man. Keep it low.
Oh,
Okay,
did four.
fine. Take
Four's-
Rafa off.
4? Okay, keep it 4.
I'm trying to think of who's maybe a more underground guy. That's fine. Move on.
We'll go from there. Thanks once again for listening to the show. Hit us up on socials at Portugal_Corner on X, at the Portugal Corner on Insta. Join us on Patreon. Listen to the after show. Listen to us on Pama or on YouTube. Email us at theportugalcorner@gmail.com. Subscribe wherever your podcast. Take a minute to leave a rating and a review. Check out the oldies if you'd like. And we're going to do some Patreon after hours.
Bound chicka. Wow, wow.
Yo.